Alrighty then, you guys, welcome back to the channel, and let's just get right into it. So for today's video, right now, this is going to be the start of the series of making my Subaru reliable and comfortable. So in another video, you're gonna see I'm replacing the condenser because the AC was not hitting. It wasn't good. And so in this video, we're going to be installing our air oil separator. So I've showed this when I first started the channel. It's an IAG unit. So we're going to basically install this in the car today, and we might also install our cylinder for coolant mod. I think I have a 12 mil Allen. That's what you need to take that bolt out the back. So yeah, man, we got a whole bunch of more things planned for this series, but for now, let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty then, you guys, so here it is. Right now we have the radiator and the condenser out because of another video, like I said earlier. So yeah, so first thing we're going to need to do to install this is we're going to need to remove the intercooler and these hoses right here. If you've seen my previous video of the damn, I forgot. If you've seen the previous video of the coupler install, that you know that was a pain in the ass, but you've also seen me take this out, so I'm just kind of gonna fast forward it. And yeah, man, so let's go ahead, take this apart, and with a little help of some YouTube magic. Ready, set. Alrighty then, there we go. So we got the intercooler off now. Let me go ahead and bring the box over here. So I'm thinking it's probably gonna go just like right about here, and this will need to get relocated. Turbo blanket actually looks good. It's hella hard. I mean, that's what it is when you get a cheap one. Let's go ahead and start installing this. All right, so we already did the first step, which was take apart the intercooler, and now the next step is to take out the lines from the valve cover. So we're gonna need to take off the front one that's on the passenger side. We're gonna need to take that one off. Then we're gonna need to take off the front one from the driver's side. Yeah, and then we're gonna need to start taking off the one that's on the block. So let's go ahead and take those out first. Oh man, look at that. The intake boot is ripped too, right here. Yeah, right there, you see that? It should still seal because it's right on where it clamps, but well, in a future video, you will see me install a aftermarket intake. All right, let's get back to it. All right, there we go. There's the first one. Here we go. Now we're gonna do this other one right here. So the nice thing about these is that I actually replaced these when I was rebuilding the motor. So hopefully it's easy to take off. I might just jinx it myself though. All right, there we go. Take that one off. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and get to this back one. And for this, we're just gonna need to release the spring clamp. So if you want to take one of these off, you just go over here to the edges where it's like locked in and you just flick it out. All right, so next step, we're gonna need to take off the throttle body so we can get to the vacuum line that's underneath there. Okay, so next you get the breather tube that they supplied to this Y fitting. Okay, so we got the pig clamp on the Y pipe right here. It's a little wet because I am using some silicone spray for this. Now we just bring this bad boy right here. All right, so we got the hose on now. So the reason why the lower clamp, so first of all, it was hard to get on, but that was because I pushed this down a lot. So when the hose wasn't touching the bottom of the barb fitting, but the only reason why that was because the barb was touching the plastic one on the other side of it. So it wouldn't let it sit all the way down. But I got the clamp tightened. Make sure when you tighten those clamps, like when you squeeze them to lock them into place, you don't fuck up the one with the lip that locks. Because if you bend that a little bit, it'll go right over where it needs to go and then just stop, because it's not actually like tucking under there and engaging. So take off this. So to take off this wiring connector, this right here, you lift this away from the connector, and you have to slide it out to the driver's side. I thought it was like one of those forwards and backs. No, it's to the side. So we got that off. Now we gotta take off this bracket, 210s. Cool. All this is loose now. All right, so now we go ahead and put our hardware on our air oil separator. All right. So what you want to do, sorry for that loud car. So what you want to do is you want to get the check valve. There's an arrow on here. You want to make sure the arrow is pointing away from the catch can because that's supposed to go to the intake. And yeah, I guess the other way you could do it is the short line goes to this. So let's go ahead and figure out where this arrow's going. Alrighty then, so we're back from that little montage. Here it is, just bolted up. I still gotta run the rest of the hoses, but so if you want it to be like this flush to the top, you put it on the bottom 3 on the left side. They give you no hardware to bolt in right there. This one was a pain because I actually didn't have this bolt. Luckily, I found one. This is where the relocation bracket goes, right there. And yeah, man, so they want you to run the coolant hose that's on the far right underneath this other hose right here. Boom. And then you just cut the excess right there to get up to the turbo inline. So let's go ahead, cut it up and put it into place. Alrighty then, you guys, so here we go. We got it all hooked up now. I cut off like, I don't know, about like 5 inches worth. So this shit was like way the fuck over here. But yeah, you know, you just want to make sure there's no hard kink or anything. You can see it was like starting to want to kink. So this is like the limit of where it can be. I mean, honestly, if you really want to, this hose is big enough. You could slide it over like all the way over to here. It's just going to be a pain in the ass to put these clamps that they provide like all the way down here. But if you get some silicone spray, you really don't have to cut this one at least. I don't know about this other one. So let's go ahead and continue and see what else is, or what's the next step. Alrighty then, you guys, I'm dying out here. I don't know if you can see, I'm fucking sweating like a motherfucker because I'm just in a hot ass sun. Sorry about that, it was a diesel. But yeah, you can see my arms glistening. It's fucking hot out here, man. But yeah, so here we go. We got the drainage lined up to the Y fitting. So you want to make sure that you zip tie. Oh, and also we did the other coolant line too. I forgot that's where we left off. So you want to zip tie the coolant line to the other coolant line, which is zip tied to the bracket. And then you also want to zip tie this part right here to the AC line, but you can't do that until you can do that. I can't because I have to replace this whole line because of, you'll see in another video. But yeah, man, so we got that hooked up. It was a pain in the ass to put that fucking these clips on, but whatever, it's all good. We got the drain on. Now let's go ahead and go to the next step. Okay guys, we're back. I had to take a little break, but let me show you where we left off. So here it is. We got the top line made. This one was confusing only because I thought that this provided extension hose. This one. I thought this is what you were supposed to use for your 90-degree fitting right here, but it is not. The 3 inches, it tells you to cut 3 inches off of this vent tube, the 25-inch one. And when you cut the 3 inches off of that, you can put it right here and then put the 90 into it, and then you still get a bunch to cut off. So there we go. That's how you wrap that top one. And then we also have the vacuum supply one right here underneath that. And now we can put the throttle body back on. I don't think I will just yet. I think I can route my piping a little bit better now that I'm looking at some, because I looked at a picture of a guy who was doing this part, because my blow-off valve hose is always weird because ever since I installed the thing, ever since I installed the motor, you know, it was short block, no accessories, no nothing to what it is now. And so when I was putting the intake on, I was kind of confused on where to put the harness and that hose, because that is also connected to the intake hose that's connected to the intake manifold. So I'm probably gonna reroute that, and I'm gonna see. I don't think I need it disconnected to do the cylinder 4 mod. So I think I have enough space. Yeah, because that's completely out the way. Cool. So let me go ahead. I'm gonna bolt the throttle body back on, and then I will show you the next couple hoses you need to make. So I'll be right back. So there we go. Throttle body is installed there. Hopefully that helped you with some of the routing for wiring and stuff. All right. Next, we will attach our 74-inch long half-inch vent hose. I mean, I'm going to put that over to the driver's side. So let's go ahead and grab that long ass hose. Alrighty then, you guys. So I took a little bit of a break. I'm back. As you can see, it is way more shady now. I am not being crispy. It is hotter now though. It is about 100. It's it's 95 degrees right now. So ate some food, came back when it was less hot. So yeah, let's get right back into it. So where we left off was this is where I left because it was just way too hot. So I finally got the hose for over here on the driver's side. It was honestly a pain to get that on. These hose clamps are ass. If you have the tool, it's easier, but I don't have the tool or like thick tongue pliers. So there we go. Boom, boom, boom. We got all that. So now all we have to do is run this line over here and then run the these two to the intakes. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so let's go ahead. We're gonna put, so what you want to use is after you, because this is like 70 something inches long, the one that was on the driver's side, the excess that you cut off, make sure you just do it one cut, because you don't want to cut this into little pieces, because you're going to use this, the excess, and you're going to put it and use it for the driver's, the passenger side and the center one. So let's go ahead and do that. All right then, boys, so we got the clamps on. So let's go ahead, we'll plug this one in first on the side of the head. Sweet. Alrighty then, boys. So we got it clamped on right there. So now let's go ahead and make sure we get this side all measured up. Oh, just to give you guys a little life update about me, I'm gonna be able to get the dealer thing going on a lot quicker, and also, oh shit, I forgot what else I was gonna say. Give me 1 second while I try to remember this. Oh, there we go. We got this all situated. Damn, I really forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, have any of you guys done keto before? Cause I'm back on it. I did it beforehand, but now I'm actually gonna be doing it again. So if any of you guys have, leave a comment. Tell me about your experience with it. How long did you do it? What'd you eat? All that type of good stuff. So measure and cut 2 inches from the end of the 44-inch. Alrighty then, you guys. So yep, here we go. We got the 2 inches cut from the 44-inch, now a 42-inch hose. And it wants us to put the right angle plastic fitting on this. These are both that size right here. Once you put in the smaller right angle one. So we're gonna go ahead. Don't forget to put clamps on everything, because then you're gonna get mad. You just put this all together and you're like, well, I'm wasting seconds now. All right, let's see. All right, and here you go. There's the right angle. All good. All right, so this is where the instructions are like a little wrong for my motor, because I don't have this. This is what I was talking about. This was the heater right here that goes over here in the front. Mine doesn't have that. Mine has this snake straight one. So let me go ahead and see if I can find some different instructions. Okay, so if you have a 2008 Subaru STI with that specific type of PCV hose from factory, this is what you have to do. You get the right angle, and then you get this straight adapter, and then you put this straight after you cut the line from right here. And then that's how you connect that, and then you also connect the other end right here. So let me go ahead and get the clamp, and we'll be able to get this all settled. Honestly, you really don't even need this, because I could just connect it straight right here with this hose. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's try it with just this first. All right, cool. So we got, now next what we have to do is attach, we gotta cut 2 inches off of this, attach it here once we get our right angle achieved, and then we hook that one up here, and then we're done, boys. So let me go ahead and measure out the 2 inches for this and cut this out. Alrighty, then here we go. We got the right angle made up. Now let's just go ahead and give it a little test run. This boop. All right, I guess that's just how they want you to do it. Like that. This does look like a clusterfuck of poses, but it is what it is. All right, cool. So there we go. We just gotta put this clamp on and we'll be done. I do want to double check to make sure I'm not missing anything specific, because you know sometimes there would be a weird thing that you have to do. All right then, you guys, so we're back, got it all done. Here we go. This is what it's looking like. We got the PCV heater and the other PCV line right here. That should be applying vacuum to that. We got our coolant hoses here and to the turbo right here. We have the vacuum source from the intake. And we also have our, sorry about that. And we also got our drainage down here. So let me just zip tie the drain and then we will get everything all buttoned up. But yeah, man, so that's just part one of our making our STI as reliable and fun as possible. So thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, you know, hit the bell notification too. I'd greatly appreciate it. And yeah, man, so on the next one, we will do hopefully we finish up the last video, but on the next one, it's most likely going to be the coolant cylinder 4 coolant mod. I think I said I was gonna do it in this one, but it's way too hot right now. So thank you guys so much for joining. And like I said, man, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
It's a fresh dream.